Yep.
Excellent. All right. As always, I already know you can just tell me your first, last name, and your title.
Tim O'Hare, County Judge.
Terrific. How are you feeling after the results of the vote, specifically on redistricting there?
Well, I think it's the right thing for Tarrant County, so obviously I'm grateful that it passed. And I think it'll be the best thing for everyone in Tarrant County, regardless of what your political affiliation is. I know it was a lot of emotions today, but I truly believe that conservative governance is the best way to run a country, a state, and a county, and this should ensure the Tarrant County government remains in Republican hands for many years.
You heard the opposition from Democrat leaders here in the county. When you look at that option that was chosen, you know, those northern two districts are pretty much the same compared to the previous map, but those south two districts changed drastically. They say those are where most of the minority voters are in Tarrant County, and that this action is racist, it dilutes the voting power of minority voters, and ultimately that it's an attack really on those voting freedoms. What do you say in response to that?
Well, Democrats don't have a monopoly on people of color like they think they do. And you can take Hispanic voters. They are moving towards the Republican Party in droves. We've seen all these flips in South Texas from Democrat to Republican on the backs of Hispanic voters. And President Trump made a lot of inroads with black voters this past election. And the policies of Democrats continue to fail black people over and over and over, but many of them keep voting them in. It's time for people of all races to understand that the Democrats are a lost party. They are a radical party. It's time for them to get on board with us, and we'll welcome them with open arms.
So ultimately for you, I mean, the number one reason that this redistricting was undertaken, why?
To make sure we had another Republican on the Commissioner's Court. And doing so should keep the Tarrant County Commissioner's Court, the Tarrant County government, you know, the governing body of the Commissioner's Court, in Republican hands for at least the next decade.
I know there was also some discussion about the way that the process was handled, even among some other Republican commissioners who said maybe they didn't love the way that it was conducted from the start, but that now that they're here, they support the motion. But we did hear some concerns from people who say even community drawn maps weren't presented to them until as recently as last night. Is that a concern for you, or what's your response?
So this is the fifth meeting, Commissioner's Court meeting, where we've had public comment. It's been publicly posted in advance, well covered by the media, your station, all the others. We had 4 different town hall type setups where people could register their comments. We've had it online for at least a month where people come in and register their comments. There's also, instead of not just speaking in court, but you can submit comments every court meeting. So I think the public has gotten wind of it. I think the opportunity to weigh in was out there. In terms of how the process went, I think the process was handled well. You know, they keep talking about rushing. How many months do you need to talk about redistricting? And then in terms of maps, I think ultimately the agenda is controlled by the commissioners. Each commissioner and the judge can ask for an item to be on the agenda. So if there wasn't a map submitted by the public, then that would mean a commissioner didn't ask for it to be there. If they had asked for it to be there, it would have been there to vote on.
Anything else about this vote and this process you think we should know?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. Give a good interview.
Okay. All right. Yep.